Hello guys, welcome back to the new video in this Python playlist. So in this video we are going to talk about strings and also about the string methods which we generally use in Python. So let's start. So let's declare a number, say s equals to sum it up, run it. Okay, so now the moment we print s, it says sum it up. Okay, so if you want to print the first letter in this string, what you can do is you can simply write s and then this square brackets, and inside these square brackets you can simply write 0 and just press shift enter. It will give you the first letter in this string. So what's happening here is you are calling this variable s, and inside this variable you are passing this index. So the first letter is at 0th index. Same again, if you want to index, and if you want to print the second letter, what you can do is you can write s of 1. So the moment you do s of 1, press F1, it will give you the second letter. So the one thing to remember is that the indexing starts with 0. Similarly, what you can do is you can say if you want to print everything. So suppose if you want to print everything, so what you can do is either you can write it as s, hit shift enter, or what you can do is you can write it as s, give this square brackets, and inside this write a colon and then hit shift enter. It will also give you the same thing. Here again, now if you want to print if you want to print these letters, and if you don't want to print the first letter, what you can do is you can simply write like this. So s square brackets, now give a colon here and this. So to the left hand side of this colon will be the start index, and on the right hand side it will be the end index. So what we can do is you can mention the start index, say for example 1, and here if you don't give any index, it will consider as the last index. So what it will happen, it will start from the first index and it will go and print the whole string up to the end. So just press F enter, and here you can see it skips the first index, that is 0. So it starts with the first index, which is 1, and then goes up and print the whole string. Similarly, if you want to, okay, one more thing. If you want to find the length of the string, what you can do is you can simply write length of s. It will give you the length of the string. So the length of the string will be 9. So now what you can do is if you want to print this sum, what you can do is you can simply write. Now again, like I told you, if you don't mention anything, it will consider as the last. It will consider as the last index on the right hand side of the colon. Similarly, if you don't put anything on the left hand side, it will again consider as the start index. So okay, so let me write like this: start underscore index and end index. So it's like this. So on the left hand side of the colon it will be start index, on the right hand side it will be end index. So now we can proceed. So now suppose if you want to print this sum, what you can do is you can simply write like this as square brackets. On the left hand side you can put 0. So you want to start with the 0th index and you want to end at which index? 0, 1 and 2. You want to print this 0, 1 and 2. The values present as 0, 1 and 2th index. So you want to do that. So print the value. So here if you want to print the first three characters in the string, you have to use so you have to put it as 3, because what will happen here is this end index will not be printed. Okay, so what it will do, it will start from 0, it will print 0, 1 and 2, but it will not print 3. So 3, the end index is not considered, is not printed actually. So just hit shift enter and here you can see it will print some. Now again, say for example, you can check it. So just do like this 0, and if you do 2, so it will only print S and U. Here you can see that. So this end index is not printed. Now suppose if you want to print the last, okay, let me print this as here again. So now if you want to print this last character, what you can do? You can simply write like this -1. So this indicates that you are this minus indicates that you are starting from the backside of the string and you want to print the first index from the backside. So just hit shift enter, it will give you P like this. Say for example, now if you want to print everything up to U and you don't want to print the last letter, what you can do is you can simply write like this S square brackets colon, you want to grab everything from the first index, that is 0th index, so we don't need to give anything here, or else you can put 0. Even if you don't put 0, it will accept it. So let's not put anything here, and you don't want this last character here P, so you can simply do like this -1, just like we did here. So it will start from 0 and it will not it will stop at 2. It will not print this P because we are using this -1 index. So just hit shift enter and you can see the last letter is skipped. So now one more thing. Okay, one more thing I want to tell you is, okay, let me copy this, put it here. So now there's one more parameter which I want to talk about, which is step. So what does this mean? So let me give you an example. Let me show you this by an example. So this step indicates that how much index you want to step. So if you don't give anything, it will be by default it will be 1. So this step is same as which we talked in the range method. So let me print S here. So now what does this step mean? So you can simply let me show you this by an example. So just put S, now put semicolon. So you want to grab everything. So what does this mean? This means you want to grab everything from the start to the end, and then again you put a semicolon, so you put a colon, and then say for example you put a step as 1. So what it will do, it will print everything and it will, so just hit shift enter and then you can see it prints everything, no change, right? So why is it no changes? So what does this one mean? This one means that you are increasing your index, start index to the end index by your value 1. So it is going to the 0th index, it will increase the 0 by 1. So 0 plus 1 is 1, then again 2, 3, 4 and so on up to the end. For example, if you do like this, S colon and here you do 2, hit shift enter. Here you can see the index is stepping by 2. So it will first the 0th value, then it will add 2. So it will add 2. So 0 plus 2 is 2. So 0, 1 and 2, it will print M. Then again like this it will continue to the last character. Suppose if I tell you to reverse the characters in the string, how will you do that? So in Java or in any other language we need to write a long code, but in Python we can do it using just one line, which is like this. Just do like S of square brackets colon and do -1 and just hit shift enter. It will reverse every letter and every word inside the string. So what will happen here is it want to grab everything from first to last, but here this -1 indicates that it is incrementing. The step is -1. So start index will be 0, so it will go back to -1. So it will go to the end and start printing from here as this step is -1. So it will go in the back, it will loop to the back side, and from the back side it will start looping and it will start printing the characters in the string. So this is how you can reverse the letter and the words in the string. One more thing which I want to talk about here is one of the most important property of string is immutability. So what is this immutability? Suppose if you want to reassign a character, say what is our s? Our s is sum it up, correct? So if we want to do like, if I want to assign the 0th index to some other value, say we want to do it a, hit shift enter, it will give you an error. It says the item does not support item assignment. So what does this mean? This means that if you have assigned s as some string, then you cannot change the value. You cannot change whatever is written. You cannot overwrite it. You cannot reassign it to some other value. So this is the immutability property of string. But here, so if you remember, I told you about concatenation of string. So these are two different things. Concatenation is like you're adding some other string to a string, which is possible, but you cannot change whatever is written inside the string. So what is RS is this, and if it's do like rocks, so just hit shift enter, it will give you sum it up rocks. Let me put a space here, sum it up rocks. So this concatenation is possible, but we cannot assign a new value to whatever was present already inside a string. So this is the immutability property of a string. Okay guys, so now coming back to how we were able to reverse this string. So let me put that again. So this is how we are able to do that. Now if I tell you, you don't need to use this indentation, and I want you to do this by a logical way. So how will you do that? So for this we are going to use an empty string. Say this is an empty string, correct? So now if you don't put anything, it will be an empty string. So now what we'll do here, we'll use a for loop. So we'll do for letter in s, we'll do like this, reverse string equals to. So what are we going to do here? So what does this letter have? This letter will have the first letter, that which is s. So inside this s, what we have the first letter as s. So this letter will have this s. So what we'll do this, we'll do like this. So this letter will now be stored in this reverse string, correct? In the second iteration, what will happen is this letter will store the value u. So now the letter will store the value u. So what you can do is, you can simply do like letter this equals to letter plus reverse string, and just print reverse string. Just hit shift enter. See, it gives the same result. So how is it happening? So in a logical way, okay, let me print this letter here as well, and let me print reverse string here. So now here we can see. So what's happening here is, now you can see here that it prints the first letter as s, then this reverse string is also s. So in the second iteration it prints the letter u, and now here you can see this letter is u and this reverse string was s, correct? So what it will do is, it will add the letter plus a string. So this letter is u and this reverse string is what? S. So it will add u plus a, it will be us, correct? Similarly again, it will letter will have the value m, so it will add m plus us. So it will be like this, and it will go on until this string is reversed. So this is how you can do it with using a normal logic, and not with this. But this is only for learning purpose, so you don't need to use this. You can simply use this to reverse the string. So yeah, that is from the video. In the next video we are going to learn about string methods, basic string methods which we use in our regular use. So let's catch up with the new video. Thank you. Thanks for watching the video.